Well, here's a quick story about a project that turns into a project, which turns into another project. Got working on the tractor today because, well, the tractor needed an oil change. I'd say when I bought it, it definitely hadn't had one, and it probably hadn't had one for the 10 years before that. So in order to change oil on that, I had to get my oil pan out and everything else, and then it was a bunch of cardboard, like the boxes and things in my way. I pulled the pan out and then discovered I couldn't actually get underneath the tractor because the tractor is just, it's too tight underneath there with the deck. So I had to take the deck off. So once I took the deck off, then I figured I'd start working on the deck. So I started chipping it up. And then I needed heat because it was freezing here this morning. So I figured, well, I'll be able to get rid of the cardboard and I'll be able to get rid of the cold air at the same time. Ding. Well, then I spotted a box that was in here that was saturated with oil because we had one of those the turkey fryers, and the stuff had leaked out all in the box. So I put the box into the fireplace after crumpling it all up, not actually thinking, hey, that box is full of oil. That's dumb. So then I got this. Now this little needle here, that was right to 900 degrees, so it was pumping hot. I had to end up opening the door here. It's cooled down some. I don't know if you can see that or not. It says 120 now. It was up to 130 degrees next to the wall here. So I was actually kind of getting toward the point of critical mass. The Coke machine was even getting hot, and the Coke machine's, a foot and a half away from it. I mean, like, hot. So I ended up having to go out and get a couple of pieces of wet wood. I grabbed some stuff that was just sitting outside, and I threw that in, and that started bringing the temperature down dramatically. Actually, it's dropped a little bit since I've been in here. But yeah, that's a fine example of how one thing leads to another. It started off as a fairly innocuous project, just changing the oil, and that's how I got here. Oh yeah, and I also have a couple of things that I had to straighten some things out on the deck here. The deck was bent up pretty good. I gotta work on some of this stuff. I don't know if you can see this or not. Let me see if I can get you right over here. Mary likes cutting rocks. She's quite good at it, from what I can see. But these blades are incredibly tough. It's amazing just how many times they've been brutalized and they still came back for more. I got to weld a couple of things up on that deck, but other than that, not too bad. But I had to use the chain come along because that deck is heavier than hell. Excuse me, the mower. Its listed weight is 720 pounds, and I think that's without the deck.